Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket. Currently, we're here at Mountain Town as the sun is rising over a beautiful, beautiful new day. Sun is just coming up, as you can see in the top right corner. We have just enough light to get some work done. I imagine that it's probably pretty cold as soon as we step outside of this little protected room here. Let's take a look. I do want to be careful for wolves. I made the mistake of getting too complacent, I mean. Too complacent around the wolves. Man, this is just gorgeous. Love this beautiful morning. Pastel colors. Probably won't last all day, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. In fact, can I actually see the sun coming up? I love taking the time to appreciate the beauty. This is really one of the main reasons why I come to the Long Dark, is for moments like this, just to experience the wonder, being in the moment here in the wild. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now, I believe we ate all the ptarmigan. I don't know, did I step over it? I didn't see here. We might have a piece left. No, it looks like we ate all of the ptarmigan. So I may, I'm going to step in here just for safety while I check out our inventory for food. We've got a long day ahead of us. By the way, guys, thanks so much for the comments. At the end of the last episode, I did forget to pick up the hatchet and the knife. And a few people already caught that and left comments. So thank you. I did pick that up before I stopped the last episode to save it off camera. So I do have those in my inventory. It's nice we are lightweight. Oh, look at this. I just noticed this. Warning, cougar country. Wow, we already experienced that, didn't we? Beware possible encounters or attacks. Never approach cougars. Hike in groups whenever possible. Wow, and a cougar is not going to let you see it in real life. It's unless it is unless you are on the menu. Usually, they are ambush predators. Okay, I do believe I picked up everything. I'm going to do one last sweep here. We did get the knife. Okay, so now for food, we need to get some food and water. Let's see if I have any soda or something we can drink. Got a little bit of water left. I got some tomato soup we could drink and peaches. Those are going to help with hydration and help us get a little bit lightweight. I'm a little concerned about food poisoning here, but I'm going to go for it. Let's try it. Well, I don't know. I don't really want to get food poisoning. Let's try this. 78% should be safe. I believe 75% is the cutoff for when food starts to get pretty sketchy. Okay, now how about, let's see our food. Oh, we're actually not that hungry. Okay. I was mostly concentrating on drinking, so I wasn't really paying attention to the food. So let's top up. By the way, I do tend to stop before we get completely full on drinking, and that is out of habit, just in case we do need to drink a tea to warm up, or make a coffee or something like that to warm up. It's just habit, really. It probably would be better to drink all the way, especially right now, because we don't really need to drink anything. It could be an argument made for drinking a coffee right now, because we are about to do a rope climb. Anyway, we should be okay to get between here and the rope without danger. I'll bring this just in case, though. Alright guys, so we have healed our rib ailment. We had broken ribs for quite a while there. And that is a thing of the past. I hope to never get broken ribs again. That was miserable. I'm really glad that is over with. Wow. Okay, the visibility is just incredible right now. This is about as close as I want to get. But this is just breathtaking. I love being here right now. Okay, we're going to descend the rope. Finally, we've earned this. Say goodbye to Mountain Town. Well, to Milton. We're still in Mountain Town. The region we're in is called Mountain Town, and then the town we're leaving behind right now is Milton. And I did get quite a few comments about why I am taking this route. A lot of... I'm actually surprised how many people were really interested in going the other direction. There is another rope climb that leads you out of this territory. and drops you right into the forlorn muskeg. And I'm pretty set on going this way. This really was kind of my intention the whole time. So thank you for your patience as I go this way. We will end up going back. We can actually climb up that same rope and explore that area. And I do have plans to do that. But really, I want to get back to Trapper's Cabin because I believe we have some... we've got some cured saplings over there, as well as some pelts. Hopefully we'll have a deer hide that is cured. A lot of people are rooting for me to try to make the travois, which is also known as the sled. That really does help with carrying capacity. We can drag lots of items behind as we are exploring and stuff. And in order to make that, though, I do need the deer hides. So that is another reason why we want to get to the Trapper's Cabin. By the way, I love this fresh fallen snow. So we're leaving footprints as we go. We are the first ones to walk here after a fresh snowstorm. Of course, we're like the only ones in the region anyway, right? Okay, now there was a cave. I do want to explore the cave just a little bit. There also should be some rabbits in the area. I'm not particularly interested in getting any rabbit hides or meat. Although we could probably do it safely without attracting predators. I don't think there's any predators in this area. I do hear a few noises. Might just be the rabbits or possibly a deer. Alright, we've got a little bit of a cabin here, or not cabin, a cave with some loot. Let's explore just a little bit. Got some peaches. Have I already been here? I don't think I've been here before, have I? Have I? Did I? I did come to this way, didn't I? I did come this way. Okay. Took me a minute. I have been here before. That is right. We probably already searched this guy as well. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not heavy carrying those peaches. That's good. We can take those back to Trapper's Cabin with us. I'm curious about our weight. 38 kilograms. 38.7 kilograms. We could potentially get a rabbit. I haven't seen any, though. There's the rope climb. We could get some acorns if we needed them. I think we got a bunch. I'm going to check how many rocks I have. So I got 3 rocks. Okay. I think, yeah, at the end of last episode, we did get a bunch of acorns, which actually led to me being attacked by the wolf. I'm really actually surprised I'm not seeing any rabbits or deer at the moment. May as well take these since I'm right here. I just want to make sure we watch our weight. Don't want to get heavy. But these acorns are actually really good. We can make them into a flour for cooking. It's like a substitute, essentially, for flour, for recipes that require flour. We can also make them, I believe, into a type of coffee, if I remember correctly. Also, we can just simply eat them. I think if we boil them, I think we can actually just eat them straight. Okay, I'm not going to mess with the rose hips at the moment. Let's just get on this rope. Make our way back up to Trapper's Cabin. That will be a welcome sight. It's been a long time since we've been there. We did the whole adventure going through Mountain Town and then into Hushed River Valley where we got stomped by the moose. But we did come away with the heavy hammer. That's kind of the trophy we are bringing back, is this item right here. We got the heavy hammer, which is going to allow us to forge. Man, we looked so far and wide to try to find one of these. Of course, we do have the bear hide as well. That's another kind of trophy we're bringing back with us. But that heavy hammer is really going to open up the possibilities for us, because on this playthrough we have limited ourselves to not being able to use these guns that we've been finding and coming across. We can't use them until we go to the forge and craft some arrows and make a bow. So that is really going to help us, especially because I am out of the flares for this revolver right here, the distress pistol. So, yeah, it's kind of a priority to me to get down to the forge now. We're going to do the outdoor forge, I think, at Forlorn Muskeg, at the bottom end of Forlorn Muskeg. We'll make our way over there, do some forging. If I have a maple that's cured, we could also craft the bow. Hopefully I've got some guts. Actually, now that I think about it, we did kill a bear close to the trapper's cabin. Man, I just love this game. We probably have quite a bit of cured guts. If I make the trip from trapper's cabin over to where we killed the bear, they should all be nice and cured. And I won't be smelly if I travel with those. We grab a few of them, bring them back to trapper's cabin. There's a lot of places we haven't searched yet. I was just thinking how close, where those guts are. It is very close to the hydroelectric dam. And we never did make it over there. I kind of made the split-second decision to divert from going to the dam. We ended up coming this way. Man, that is cold, cold, cold. That air coming down there just went right down my neck. Okay, how are we doing for cattails? I think we've got quite a bit, don't we? 20 cattails. I'll grab a couple. They're just right here in my way. It's always nice to have cattails because they are calorie dense for the weight and they don't smell. They're not going to attract predators. So, you know, if they're right in my way, I'm probably going to grab them. Cattails are one of the everyday carry items that you should have. If you decide to play this game, you should have a good amount of these cattails, really on any difficulty. They don't go bad. They're not going to give you food poisoning. You don't have to cook them. They're ready to eat. It's kind of an overpowered inventory item, really, in the game, but so welcome. I mean, it's such a good addition. Okay, I'll probably leave these. I probably have enough. We'll leave those for next time if we come through here. And surprisingly, I'm not heavy. This is, maybe we'll call it a New Year's resolution, right? Try to stay lightweight, I guess, as much as possible, which for me is quite a task. Okay, a little bit of thin ice here, I think, with the water coming down. So I'm going to try to stay on this side. Okay, I believe we have the lantern. Did I see the lantern? Maybe we left it behind. Hold on. There we go. So, lantern, yes or no? Did I bring... I don't think I did. I gotta go kind of slow. My eyes tend to kind of look over these things more than I would like. I have to kind of pay attention and focus. Okay, looks like we did leave the lantern behind. So we'll end up using the torches to make our way through the cave here. It's actually pretty light. Looks like we left quite a bit of loot here. How much coal do I have? 1 piece of coal. Okay, we are going to take this coal with us.
Too heavy.
I know we just got heavy, but we're going to end up coming out right at the right at Trapper's cabin. So it'll be a very easy way to drop off this heavy item, all this heavy loot. We're just going to drop it off once we get to Trapper's. Okay, it's pretty light. But you know what? I think for your sake as well, I'm going to light a torch. It's just so much more enjoyable if we have a light source. And there's a chance I'll see some coal a little easier if we have a light. Since we've come through here, it may have there may have been enough time that has elapsed for coal to respawn. Yes, I do believe we got some right here. That is awesome. Coal is another item you should consider as everyday carry in your kit, along with the cattails. I would suggest you have maybe 3 or 4 pieces of coal, especially if you get stuck in like a blizzard or something. And it does respawn. That is one good thing about the coal. Once you harvest it, it does come back after a period of time. I don't know if it just, the freezing and contracting as the cave warms and it freezes at night, little pieces fall down, I think. So it's always good to come back through a cave you've already been in just to check, see if there's new coal that you can harvest. So coal is so important. Like if you wanted to do a long fishing expedition, you got to have a fire usually, especially on the harder difficulties. And coal burns hot and it burns a long time. Of course, you do need coal to get the temperatures high enough on the forge. You can't just use wood alone. You got to have plenty of coal to get the temperatures up hot enough to actually melt the metal and be able to hammer it. Man, we got a very nice haul of coal right now. Cave is being very kind to us. Yeah, so if you have coal and a little bit of resources, you could survive indefinitely as long as you can keep a fire going, really. If you just live like in a fishing hut, you get all the food you need, plenty of water you could boil up, you could get plenty of vitamin C from the fish. Of course, if you do get stuck out in the wild, you can, even in a very cold blizzard, temperatures plummet. And you've got to really put a lot of fuel on the fire in order to keep the temperatures warm enough. Okay, our torch is getting pretty low here. I'm going to light a new torch as we make our way back to Trapper's Cabin.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Okay, I'm really glad the weather has carried over into Mystery Lake. It looks like the good weather, a beautiful day, is shining clear across all of Great Bear Island. It's a very welcome sight. It's not going to last, of course. I want to keep my eyes out. There can be a bear in this area. And this is, by the way, this is an additional bear. Different than the one that we killed on the other side of the hill over there. No sign of the bear, no sign of the moose. Which is just as well because we don't have any way to really defend ourselves against those guys. I thought that was an animal. Looks like a tree branch or something over there. Okay, what a welcome sight. Trapper's Cabin. Really happy to be back after that long expedition. And we've got the trophies to show for it. We got the heavy hammer, we got the bear hide. Okay, I don't know if I need to keep a fire lit here. It really depends on how much water we have. I may need to get a fire lit inside and cook up some more water because we have been traveling very lightweight. By the way, I'm just looking over here to see if I dropped a rabbit trap. Sometimes I do leave rabbit traps there. A snare.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, we are home. Feels so good. I don't have much time left on this torch. I do actually probably, because we don't have the lantern, I probably do need to make more torches. I don't see an extra lantern here either. Alright, let's get this started. I'm going to use a stick. Wow, we ended up getting 33 sticks. It's really impressive. Okay, so I don't want to spend a lot of time here. We'll probably just gather what we need. Depending on how many guts we have, I may have to make a trip over to where we killed the bear in order to get those guts and bring them back. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of fuel on here just to get some water cooking. Let's do a liter each. Okay, and then I've got a bunch of sticks we can drop. Let's just drop all these. We've got a little pile of reclaimed wood, some fur. I will take that. I'm going to drop the cedar. Got a very nice pile of food here. Let's see, what else do I need to drop? We got the bear hide. That's probably not even cured all the way yet. Yeah, let's get that curing. 64% cured. We do have this one that is completely cured. That is excellent. And the deer hide. I'm going to put these in the locker. Okay, we've got the cured bear hide. And where are you, deer hide? Put those in here. Ooh, those are cured as well. 6 cured birch saplings. Okay. How about these ones here? Nice. We got a maple. Another maple. Man, we probably could make the travois.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I can't remember if it takes 1 or 2 deer hide. If it takes 1, we could make it. If it takes 2, I don't know if we have enough. Seems to me we may have left a deer hide over where the guts are. Then again, that's probably the one right there. That one we just picked up. Knowing me, I probably brought it back. Okay, let's transfer all these here. And then we got the maple. 5 maple. That is so good. Incredible. Our poor survival bow that we found on the dead body, it's down to 35%. That's going to break pretty soon here. Which reminds me, guys, I probably should... let's craft some fire-hardened arrows really quick. Yeah, let's do some... This is going to take, what, 30 minutes, I think? Somewhere here it says. It's probably right in front of me. Don't know how long. There we go. I think it's 30 minutes, though. Nice. Okay, the water's done. I don't have anything else to cook, but I will do a little bit more water. Oh, you know what? We did get those cans of peaches. Let me drop our tools so I don't accidentally use our knife and our hatchet. I'm also going to leave this here. If we go to get the guts. Anyway, I did want to open these cans, so let's drop our food here and get these cooking. Wow, look at that, 16% and 8%. Now, cooking these is going to increase the quality a little bit. Not a lot, but it's better than 8%. And we'll get a little bit of cooking bonus. Level up our skill here. Okay, what else? Did I pick up any other cans? No, just these ones I've already got that are opened. Okay, so let's figure out our loot situation here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Ooh, there's a gun there. Okay. Yeah, I really should have organized this a little better before we left, I think. Let's see what's in here. Got some gloves, cloth. Look, we got some cattails. Let's add to those. We'll leave 9 here. As far as the food goes, I don't know. Is it better to leave those outside or inside? Got all these MREs. Let's put these maybe over here, I guess. Make the place look nice if we can. I think it's nice to come back to a place and have it all organized and full of loot. Would be nice to put some of those Christmas lights here that we saw in the Broken Railroad. That would be actually really fun. Okay, so these are... Oh, it's still 8%. I thought that would have increased the condition a little bit, but it didn't. Okay. Well, let's pick these up before I forget. Got 54 minutes on the fire. The water's going to be done in 17. Alright, what books do we want to leave behind? We have been reading this one. Let's drop the gun books. Okay, 10 minutes till boiled. We don't need that. We'll drop one of these. Keep the cedar separate. Cedar is a little bit nicer. For the weight, you actually... I think cedar and sticks are... Oh, wait. Is it sticks? Anyway, cedar's one of the best fire duration per kilogram. Is that the right way to say that? So anyway, we'll want to save that if possible. Let's grab these. How are we doing for water? Yeah, we are completely out of water. Let's just do a half hour on these. I mean, half a liter, which is like a half hour, I think. Yeah, there's like 15 minutes to melt the snow, and then 15 minutes to boil when you do half a liter, roughly, anyway, depending on our skill level or whatever. Okay, so we're kind of getting kitted out here the way I like to have things. I need to make a pile for coal. Let's drop all of these. And then I'll pick up like 4 of them. It's usually what I like to carry. I usually like about 3 sticks. 2's okay. We don't need the gun. Can leave that up here. We have an extra pry bar. Where do we want to leave the pry bar? Can we put it up here? Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm just going to go through systematically. Medical's looking pretty good. We got 3. 3 is about the right amount of bandages. We have 1 old man's wound dressing. Clothing. Okay, I could put this in the locker, I think. The sweater. Looks like we're wearing everything else. Okay, as far as food goes, I do need to drop a bunch of food. Maybe I'll take a minute. You know, I probably should have done this before. Hope you guys don't mind me organizing while I'm filming. Some people don't like it. Maybe I'll take a minute and just get a little more organized so you guys don't have to watch. I'll get the food all laid out, and then, depending on the time of day in the top right corner, we still have plenty of time, so I may head out and get some of the guts to bring back with us so we can take them when we go to the forge. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes. Okay guys, welcome back. I have been busy. It got way later than I thought. You can see the moon is already starting to rise. But I got a lot done. So I got a bunch of water boiled up. I harvested a bunch of acorns and cooked some acorns. We laid out all of our miscellaneous items, the water and food here. I also took the time to, we got our mouse collection laid out, our food, books. I also put pretty much all of our loot here in the locker just to keep track of it. And then I also took the time to write it all down so you guys didn't have to wait for me to do that. But if you look here under Trapper's Cabin, we've got a nice list of all of our really good items. The improvised knife, bear hides, deer hide, heavy hammer, pry bar, revolver, and so on. Miscellaneous items. So it was actually a very productive evening. Lots of boring stuff though. It's probably good you guys just got to skip all that. At any rate, I am exhausted, as you can see, and ready for bed. I was thinking before we sleep, I may want to eat some of these peaches. I put them out in order of condition, so this is the lowest condition at 8%, all the way up to a higher percentage. So I'm just going to eat these, and we'll probably get sick, but I do have the pills to treat it. And anyway, we're going to get a nice night of sleep here. So we may as well just eat it, and if we get sick, it's all right. It's not a big deal. We're going to be so sick of peaches, though, after eating all these back to back. And there we go. Fully hydrated and fully satiated for hunger. And I'm actually really surprised we didn't get sick eating all that. I do want to take a quick look at our cooking situation here. So we're close to halfway to level 5. From level 4 to level 5. It does take a long time. Alright guys, let's put out our torch and get some sleep. And we'll get an early start in the morning. Just top us off really quick. Make sure we are completely 100% hydrated. Oh, we're not thirsty. Okay, great. Let's sleep for... let's go for 10 hours. Let's see where that brings us. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a good night's sleep, guys. All right, good morning. Wow, we have survived 29 days, 15 hours, 37 minutes. Sun is already peeking up. I think I just want to get started, actually. We are lightweight, 28 out of 40 kilos. That is really good. Really, really nice. If you want to take a quick look at what I'm bringing with us, I did make sure we were all set to go. Here's our medical clothing. This is everything we're wearing at the moment. We do have a bunch of food. I could possibly leave the acorns here. And then miscellaneous items in our gear. I did get some more torches because we do not have the lantern, if you remember. Anyway, guys, we are ready to go. So let's head out as the bear hide continues to cure indoors here. Wow. Okay, we've got a heavy fog. Pretty heavy fog. Okay, I'm going to get a torch out.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
I can pretty much get there from memory, even though visibility is really bad. It's not much fun for you guys, though. Actually, maybe I will read. We're not cold. I'm going to sit here on a rock, and we'll read. Hopefully the weather clears up and doesn't get worse. So we do have this book we can read. Ooh, I'm going to get thirsty. Is this going to work? Oh, dang, it's so close. All right, well, let's look. I should have paid attention to that. That's actually a good reminder, though. I probably should get some more water before we head out. And we could fill up our belly with food as well. So we have 1.58 liters. Let's go back inside and grab just a little bit more. Actually, we got lots of food, right? But I will eat what's in here. Get a little bit more water. And as far as food goes, we got this peanut butter we could eat. Oh, I hope I don't get sick from that. Peanut butter often makes you sick. I probably should have thought that through a little better. Okay, nice. So we're full. Do I have any? I do have a tiny bit of peanut butter left. Tiniest little sliver. Anyway, guys, I think we're good to go now. Only 2 liters of water, though. Maybe I'll take one more little bit. Okay. Now, as far as reading, let's read outside. We'll see what the weather does. The weather is still bad. A little too foggy for my liking for traveling. It's actually perfect weather for traveling, guys. The fog is really nice because you don't get the wind that could blow out your torch. And we are warm. We're not actually cold at the moment. But I prefer to have it a little bit nicer weather if we're going to travel so you guys can see what's going on. We'll read for an hour. See what that does. Oh yeah, it cleared up. Okay, we can at least see now. A little bit of snowflakes. We're not smelly. Let's get a torch out. We're going to make our way over the hill. I do want to retrieve the guts. We're going to need cured guts in order to craft the bow. And we don't have to do that at the forge. But I do want to take some of the guts with us anyway. Ooh, you know, I will take this. And I'll take a stick, sure. We have such a nice carrying capacity right now. We may need to make a fire once we get to over to where the guts are curing. Also, I was thinking if we get enough fuel, we could finish cooking up that the bear meat. That might just push us to level 5 cooking if we have a big cooking session. Okay, I don't think there's wolves in this immediate area, so I'm not super concerned about that, about keeping a lighted torch. However, there can be the bear, but it is the bear we killed. We have been away long enough. I don't know if the bear would be back by now. They do respawn. So I'm going to try to be a little on the cautious side. And I'll keep my ears open. But yeah, as far as wolves go, I don't think they come in this area. They will be at the pond we're going to, though. So there's an argument that I probably should have a lit torch here pretty soon. I think we're okay right now, but as we get closer to the pond, I may want to light a torch. Here's something. Sounded like hoofs. Okay, I probably should get a fire in my hands. So we'll do this. I'm having flashbacks of being jumped by a wolf in the last episode, going through the trees, harvesting acorns. If I'd had a lit torch in my hand, that probably would have saved me, I think. I don't hear anything, so that's a good sign. Okay, coming up here pretty soon, I think it will be the cave where we stashed all that bear meat. So that's why I'm collecting all these sticks, so we can make a fire, cook some of the bear meat. Just pausing to listen every once in a while so I can try to hear. Any predators? Oh, there's a bear right there, guys. He is back. Right in the center of the screen. Bear is back. And he's heading right to... probably to his den. You know, right where we left that meat. I have no way to defend myself. Looks like he's coming back now. He like turned around. Okay, I'm not smelly. I'm going to try to get to higher ground. We'll let him pass on by. And we can try to drop down behind him, I guess, and get the meat. Bring it back to that little building. Yeah, he's heading out. Oh, he's coming back again. Like, what? I don't understand why he's just going back and forth like that. That is so strange. It's like he's guarding his den or something. Okay, he's just about to the hunter's blind. Let's see if he keeps going. He's just slowly making his way out of the area. I'm gonna drop down. I don't want to get a sprain. I need to get to flat level ground here. I'm afraid I'm going to get a sprain. Bear is still moving out, so that's good. Let's see if I can get to this rock. Is that going to help at all? Yeah, it did. It reset my sprain level, so that's good. Just for a moment. Okay, the bear is still heading out. That's a good sign. He's heading up the hill. He hasn't seen us. I'm going to stay ducked down just in case. All that meat we harvested should still be here. Or did we bring it all the way back? Oh no, here it is. Okay. Nice. Okay, we can't leave this here. I mean, I can't stay and cook it here. That bear's going to come back. I'll take what I can.
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
How heavy am I? I can take a little bit more. Alright, let's do that. The bear is probably turned around and coming towards us right now, but he doesn't see us. We just have to watch out for wolves. Because the bear doesn't see us, he's going to go to where he first smelled us, which would probably... Oh, that scared me. Where are you, Wolfie? I don't even see you. Need to get a new torch. Okay. I'm going to make sure no wolves are in front of me. I don't see any wolves, so I'm going to see if I can spot this wolf. Now, the nice thing is, if I did walk into a wolf right now, we would actually be safe. If a wolf was right here behind this tree and I walked right into him, we would be safe. Because you can only have one wolf following you at a time. One wolf, like, actively hunting you. I saw him behind the trees. There he is. Running to catch up.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, now we could use the wolf to kill a rabbit for us. Actually, I'm just gonna go inside. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna scare him. Let's get him out of here. Come on, wolf. Okay, that is venison. I want to drop the other meat away from the venison. There we go. Let's pick up our torch. Which way is the wind blowing? Okay, that direction. So we will make a fire. Yeah, right here sounds good. Get a little bit of wind protection. We don't need any tinder. Got 21 sticks. That should allow us to cook a little bit. I don't know if we'll stay to cook the whole thing. I will cook a little bit though.
Come on.
Would be nice to level up. By the way, if we do hit level 5 cooking, we can instantly be able to eat this bear meat without any problems. Okay, let's grab some of this meat. Let's make sure the wolves are not around.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, I'll start with that. Just dump a bunch of it. He's coming back, I'm sure. Okay, let's get down low. I do want a few pieces close by me. Okay, let's place our pot. Let's grab one of these, put it there. Are these all the same weight? No. 52. Let's do that one. 52 minutes. Let's drop these so the wolves go away. Okay, that's going to give us some time to go check inside the cabin. Let's see what we left behind. A little bit of water. Alright, what did we leave for ourselves? All these beautiful guts that can be crafted into so many things. We could make fishing line out of these. We could make the bow. Looks like we got some socks we could take back. Did I leave anything else here? You know, we could burn these books if we wanted to. What else did I leave here? Is there anything else? Is there anything worth taking? It would be kind of nice to get the fishing guy. I don't know. I guess I don't want to get heavy at the moment. We're going to be... I'll figure it out. Before we leave, we may end up taking some of this stuff. We may not. We might be heavy with all these guts. Really kind of depends. So let's go finish cooking. Where are you, wolf? Let's bring these around the back. Okay, 24 minutes and 34 minutes. We may just pass time. I don't know that there's a whole lot we need to do. I'll do a little bit of crafting. You know, I should probably check our clothing. What is our clothing situation like? The socks are getting kind of low, 79. Those need to be repaired, actually. And those as well. So just really 2 items, the gloves. It's going to take 27 minutes. Yeah, let's do that. See if we can get these back up to 100%. Nice, 100%. And the meat is done. Definitely don't want to eat this. I got to remember. I'm going to drop it right here. So we can't eat the bear meat until we hit level 5. I mean, technically we can. There, you get a 1% parasite risk for each piece of meat, no matter how big it is. So let's go 52 minutes there. Okay, let's Drop these. Nice. Okay, so we have an hour, so we technically could read from our book. This fire's protecting us in case the wolves come. Okay, the wind has shifted, or no, it hasn't shifted, it's just increased. One minute until done. Let's get a big piece on there. There we go. Got an hour. Put this over here. Let's add some fuel. Got the books. And we got a stick. And let's do we'll use a cedar. Hopefully the wind doesn't shift. I'm going to read another hour. Keep an eye on the fire. If it goes out, I'm going to cancel. Nice. Didn't go out. Bear meat is done. And remember, guys, we are leveling up our cooking. That's kind of the main point here. Okay, we need to add some more fuel here. We'll use a piece of coal, I think. And then I'll do another hour of research. Keep an eye on the fire. There we go. I just about lost it for being thirsty there. Let's get a drink. If you get thirsty while you're reading, obviously you guys saw that before. It does cancel all of your progress. It's kind of annoying. Trying to get an hour. There we go. Let's grab this and this. Drop these here. Okay, the wind has shifted. Oh no, wind has shifted, guys. I'm going to pull some torches because I do want these for the journey back. We're going to lose our fire here in just a minute, I think. So by pulling these torches, obviously we are saving the fuel. That coal that we threw on the fire is preserved, essentially. Okay, yeah, that wind is going to blow out the fire. Well, not bad. We got a lot done. I see you, wolf. That wolf is just kind of hovering right nearby. You know what? I'm going to move it. That's fine. We got a bunch of cooked meat out of that. Nice. Ooh, feathers. We actually need lots of feathers. Are there any more? I used a bunch of feathers when we made those fire-hardened arrows. Now I'm thinking of getting one of these rabbits. It looks like we're gonna have a storm here in a minute. I'll probably need to spend the night here. And we don't have any rabbit pelts curing anywhere that I know of. Oh yeah, we can use our bow. That's right. We can level up our archery. It's a little bit tricky. He's on the move. He'll come back here in just a second. It's a lot easier to hit them when they're coming towards you. Like that, if he doesn't shift. Ooh, so close. Where did our other arrow go? There's one here. Okay, two of them right here. Good. Alright, so were there only 2 rabbits? I think there were just the 2. It's a little tricky while they're moving, and I am standing up. Got him. Okay. Let's get this guy, if I can find where he went. There he is. Okay, now the wolf is coming towards me as soon as I pick that up. So I should probably hurry a little bit. Grab that. See if we can beat him back to the safety here. Okay, nice. Let's put away our bow. Sun is going down. I think I'm going to... we'll read a little bit while we have a little bit of daylight. Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not hungry or thirsty. Okay, so let's read another hour. Or two. Let's just finish this book while we have daylight. Oh, there's 10 hours on this one. I didn't realize this was a 10-hour book. We might be able to get one more out of this.
I need to find a place to rest.
We made it. Okay, perfect. Now, it's going to be dark. Yeah, it's pretty dark. But we don't need the light to harvest these rabbits. In fact, while I'm here, I'm going to actually harvest this. Get our feather back. Were there any other broken ones? It's just that one. Okay. Got some low quality torches. I probably should just drop them, but there's a couple here I could just harvest. 22%. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 torches that are in usable condition, which I consider around 30% or higher. So 5 is good number. 5 is a good amount for me for torches. Okay, let's get these rabbits harvested up. We may as well get the meat and the hide and the guts. Looks like we can use our knife. Harvesting all of that is going to take 49 minutes. Not too bad, actually. So we're going to get tired, though. Now, I did see we have some deer meat outside, so I might eat that before we go to bed. I also need to remember to drop the deer hide and guts. I'm sorry, the rabbit hide and guts to cure before we go to bed. So I often do forget that. Okay, nice. Thank you, little rabbits. We'll drop your meat outside, but first I want to come away from the guts that are cured there. We'll use this rug, and I'm gonna drop the 2 rabbit hides and the 2 guts here. And then I'm gonna go outside, if I can find my way here. Let's go outside and drop the meat. Ooh, wow, it's actually nice clarity here. Let's drop the rabbits here. Hopefully I can see that when we come back. That should be good. Okay, so this is all cooked. Get a nice meal tonight. Alright, let's go back inside. Okay, our belly is nice and full. Let's get a drink. And we're going to go to sleep. Let's go for 10 hours. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, we've survived 30 days, 16 hours, 52 minutes. And I think we can head out. I do want to take these rabbit pelts with us. We'll take as many guts as we can carry. Nice, we're not even heavy yet. I do want to check on our cooking. We did a little bit of cooking there. So, what? Looks like it hasn't gone up much, actually. It did help a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked. Okay, we're going to take this fish mount with us. What else is here? Can we take a light? Ooh, maybe we can take that. No. We have to destroy it. I don't think we have a clock in Trapper's cabin. Can take this picture. How about a radio? I don't think we have a radio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do not have a radio there. It'd be kind of nice to have that if we get an Aurora. What else? Anything else we want to bring? Bucket? No, I think we're good there. How about another picture? May as well. Potted plant. Yeah, we'll take it. Have a little potted plant at Trapper's cabin. Okay, I think that's about it. Unless we want a pillow. No, I don't think it's going to let us take a pillow. Do we want any more rugs? How about let's get this mat. We'll take a mat with us to wipe our feet when we come in the door. The chair is too big. Do we want a shelf? You take another shelf. Okay, I think that's probably good. And we're not even heavy. That's pretty impressive. Okay, I got a coat rack. I think we're good though. I think we do have a coat rack back over there. Let's see what the day looks like. A little bit of wind. It's not ideal for travel. Let's get a little bit of food to eat before we head out. Oh yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Get a drink. I'll stop there just in case we want to heat up a tea or something. The temperature is a little bit on the cold side this morning. Yeah. Alright guys, well, if you've made it this far into the video, I do want to say thank you so much for coming along with me. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please take a minute, leave a like, or if you prefer, you could leave a comment. I do greatly appreciate the comments you guys leave. I do enjoy reading those. Hopefully you're already subscribed. If not, take just a minute and press the subscribe button. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.